Hello everyone. As usual I say hello everyone wherever you are in the world today. Here in the UK it's just after 12 GMT time, so just after midday, and I'll chat away for a little bit while one or two people come on. But Bobby's live and he's catching some fish. Dave is watching, one of the first ones on, but already quite a few coming on. Lovely day here at the moment. Unusually warm weather for late February. Must be 14 degrees here today. A little bit windy though. Oh, there's loads of people. Kurt's watching. Stephen, hi Stephen. And there's a few Steves. Good afternoon, Steve. Oh, it's good morning from Gaza, wherever Gaza is. Marco's saying good afternoon. I wonder who's working today. Look, Bobby's out working, isn't he? Look, you can see he is. I'll show you where I am in a moment. I just love coming out and chatting to everybody, wherever you are. And it's nice for some of you when you come on to tell me where you are. Hello, Dawn. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. Sun shining. Lewis, hi Lewis. Oh, Lewis is sending me a hug. Well, from Portugal, but I need some long arms to reach there, wouldn't I? Jason, hi Jason. Yes, come on, send a wave, Jason. Michael. Susan, hi Susan. Hope you're okay. Hope we'll be in Coot Hill this year. Michael's watching. Tony. Oh, Dawn's watching. Oh, sorry about that. I'm working as well, Dawn. Kevin, Darren, loads of people coming on already. Well, we can't go far because of COVID, you know that. So this is, once again, I'm on my local river, and I'm just sorry that I can't give you the real variety of fishing that I'd love to give you, the different styles. But I've just come out fishing, my favourite method on my favourite river, local winter river, which is, I'm fishing bread punch today. I've only been fishing probably just over an hour, just about an hour, and I've had, I don't know, 50 fish or more. I've had a nice skimmer, 10 ounces. I've had some good, one or two good silver bream as well, and some nice roach, just loads of different fish. And I'll show you exactly what I'm doing in a minute, and little different things that I'm doing to catch fish. It's a little bit windy here, you can probably hear it, but because it's a southerly wind, this is the Old Nene at March in Cambridgeshire, which is about 4 miles from my home, so short drive. I just couldn't resist coming out today. Who could? I saw the forecast. Hi Anthony, have you ever thought about changing the colour of your cap? No, I haven't, no. No, white cap, Bobby NUDD, white cap, otherwise nobody'd know me, would they? Doesn't seem to put the fish off. I've caught so many fish with them. Oh, Dawn's having a break. David Brown's watching, Lee's watching, Jeff's watching. There's already lots of people on. And those of you that aren't watching, you won't know that I'm live anyway, but I always record it and replay it and put it on my site. So let's have a look at what I'm doing today. First of all, I'll show you where I am. Let's show you where I am, and it is lovely here. Birds are singing, sun's shining, although I'm under some trees, so I can't really feel the sun, but it's shining on the water. Let me just reverse the camera for you. How's that wind? Is it sounding really bad? Stan Freeman's watching. Hi Stan. Matthew Brooks is saying have a great day. He said he's really jealous. Let's reverse the camera, show you where I am. And there, so this is the river. It's got a little bit of nice tinge of colour in it. There's looking down the river. I'm on a section called, I nearly blew my hat off then. It's nearly a disaster. I'm on a section of the river here, the Old Nene. It's called the allotments. And there's looking up the river. A few ducks about. So and I'm right under some trees. Look, I've got to be careful, but a little bit of blue sky up there. Let's have a look at what I'm fishing. There's my bread punch. There's my bread punch there. I get that. That is just liquidised bread. I've put some hemp in there as well, and I've got hardly any pinkies left. I've still not been to a shop since lockdown, so it's just the bait I had before we locked down. Hey, look at see all those holes there. I've only been in there an hour, and I bet every one of those holes in that bread represents a fish. There might be one or two that I've missed, but not many. And some I've caught on 2 fish on the same bit of bread. I'm using these. I'm using a 16 hook today. I thought I'd be a bit positive. It is really more like an 18, and I've retied it there. These are tied to 012, but for this sort of fishing, 010 is. So I've retied that 16, but they're a lovely long shank, darkish hook, but lovely for working quick. There's the elastic I'm using. That's my favourite, which is I'll show you that. It really does stretch well. 1.3 microbore. There's my punch. I've tried a 4 and a 5mm punch, but I'm on a 4mm punch at the moment. A little bit of hemp there, which I'm mixing in with my crumb. Here's a few pinkies that I've got left. You must have gravel when you're using liquidised bread, because liquidised bread is very, very light. So you want that's 3mm aquarium gravel. This I get this from, I think it's called Pets at Home. It's one of those big pet stores. I've got 2 more slices of bread there. I'm going to put a new slice on in a minute before I start, but I'll keep them wrapped up. What else have I got? There's my tools, my scissors, and a pair of long nose pliers, which I use for nipping the barb off. I've nipped the barb off today. Up the bank there, I've just got my sphere roller. Just a medium-sized sphere roller behind me. There's my tackle up there. There's a lovely park behind me here, so it's great for anybody who. Hey, look how many we've got on. We've got loads on today. There's nobody at work, huh? Let's come back to me for a sec. None of you working today? Wow, it's lovely. It's just lovely to be out. Birds are really whistling. Oh, let me show you my rig. So I'm going to reverse the camera back again. Right, so I'm using my sphere. It's a bit dirty, sorry. It's my sphere Silverlight whip. Oh, that really is a lovely pole for this sort of fishing. And the float is this is a brilliant float maker from the UK who makes these for me. This is, let me have a look, see if I can get the float in on the shot. Yeah, there. That's a DT Nevis float. Well, they don't like me rotating my phone too much. Let's have a look. Oh, there. It's a 1 gram DT Nevis float. Yellow, nice yellow bristle on there. Because I'm fishing into mainly the river's darkish background, but the sun's out behind me as well. Hello, Daniel. It's my grandson saying hello. So I'm fishing into a darkish background, but the sun is behind me on the water. So yellow's always really good for that, for seeing. You can see the float very under. Let me just show you so I've got a 1 gram float. So that would mean I'm fishing then with a, it's ever so awkward to hold these things, isn't it? Where's my Olivet? There's my Olivet. There. So that's a 1 gram Olivet. A 0.9 of a gram Olivet. Some small stots behind there, which I just use to balance up the float. They're just used to really set the bristle so it's almost level with the surface. And then I've got 3 number, I don't know if you can see them there. I've got 3 number 10. There's one of them there. They look enormous on that thing, don't I? I've got 3 number 10 shots pretty close together. And then a 10 centimetre hook length. Come back to me for a sec, shall we? And then a 10 centimetre hook length. And that nearest shot is 10 centimetres, which is about 4 inches. And I've set the float probably just about, only a little bit, not even an inch off bottom, just so that it runs through. When you're fishing punch, the river's flowing, so I just want it to run through, but without dragging under. If it goes under, I want to see that's a bite, that's a fish. So unless you're going to hold it really hard, just set it so just off bottom, not too far, because the bigger fish, so I'm cupping a big bit of bread in, that's how I'm feeding, I'll show you in a minute. Cupping a big bit of bread in and then fishing over the top of that. So I want my bread to be right near the bottom, that's where the bigger fish would be. Hi Bob, I'm on the bank, my local lake today, so he's catching, that's Stuart Wright, he's catching a few bream, he says. Liam Dale is saying, remember to check out what, Liam? What have I got to check out? oh yeah, my Bob NUDD fishing channel, yes, on YouTube, my fishing channel on YouTube. I've got a fishing channel on YouTube, but I haven't worked out. Liam Dale set everything up for me, my friend, and I haven't worked out how to do the downloading on that yet. So I've got loads of stuff to put on, but there's a fair bit on there anyway. So, oh, and also I've got the fourth program in my series, Bob's Golden Memories, will be out this Friday. It's be out at 6 o'clock on the Browning UK. I'll put it on my channel as well, but it starts out on the Browning UK channel. Bob's Golden Memories. And this week I've gone back to the first time. Would you believe that England, right, World Championship started in about 1953, I think, 52. England never ever won a World Championship team-wise until 1985, and I was there fishing. And I'll tell you about it. That's the one. That's the program we're doing for this Friday. So if you get a chance, don't forget to watch that. Shall I catch some fish for you? What haven't I said? I think I've said most things, haven't I? So let's try and catch a few fish. Now I've cupped in a nice sized ball of ground bait. Hopefully I'm fishing just punch, and I'll talk a little bit more about what I'm doing. That seems okay, tightened up. Let's set the angle. Can you see Bobby? Yes, you can. This is Bobby NUDD live. Now I've got my hands free, so I can just chat to you. It looks nice, doesn't it? I've got the green trees behind me. Hi Bob. Are you going? Yes, I am going to get a few. I'm going to get a load, because look, see that? Look, I've only been here an hour. Count the number of holes, and that's how many fish I've had so far. It's unreal, isn't it? Huh? So I'm fishing 4mm punch. Lovely way to fish. It's a bit like that hemp. It's a lovely, clean way to fish, really. So I've microwaved. I'm going to go through one or two things that I normally go through, just in case some of you haven't seen it before, because I know what will happen. You'll all ask questions. Right, with my bread, the bread, if you're a UK man, the bread you want is Warburton's medium slice. That's the best, without a doubt. And when I'm coming fishing like this, I put 3 slices in a polythene bag, and I put them in the microwave for 30 seconds on full power for 30 seconds, and that just makes them a little bit tacky, so it will stay on the hook. It's almost like rolling the bread, but I think it's just a bit better than rolling. So it enables you to... I could even catch 2 fish, sometimes 3 fish on the same piece of bread. But if I miss a bite, usually with bread, if you haven't done it properly, you miss a bite and it's off and you've got to rebait. Well, with this, if I miss a bite, there's still a little bit on there. So when there's lots of fish and it's running a bit, it's good to microwave your bread. And so I'm fishing 4 metres. So I'm fishing my sphere whip at 4 metres, right? Just a little bit, the line is just a little bit shorter than 4 metres of line, so the rig is 4 metres, then I'm adding on 3 metres. So I'm fishing at 7 metres. I'll just show you, I'm not quite fishing like that, but I'll show you in a minute what I'm doing. Put that out of the way. And how I'm doing it. So I'm fishing at, so I've got, it's about I think it's about 1.6 metres deep, 1.7 perhaps, just 5-6 foot deep. So I've got almost two metres of line from my float to my tip, to the tip of my elastic. But the good thing, why I like fishing with this pole, with the Silverlight, it's a Browning Silverlight sphere whip, is that it's so versatile. The sections are 1 metre long, so it's so handy. I'm actually fishing, holding the 5 metre section when I'm fishing. I'm flicking it out at 5 metres, and I'm just adding those 2 metres on to take me to 7. But the float's already out where I want it, so all I've got to do is ship on. And I fed a nice ball of ground bait before I started to chat, but I haven't had a bite yet. We'll get one in a minute. Seems to have speeded up the flow a bit as well, which is nice. That's good. No, I haven't had a bite yet. Just holding on to it a little bit now, just down the end of my peg. Can't believe I hadn't had a bite yet. Oh yeah, I've got one. Only a small one. Well, say a small one. I've had some really nice fish today. This one's not very big. I could just swing this in, but although the line's 4 metres, I've got hold of the 5 metre section just so that it compensates for the elastic. That one took it right down. That's only can't even show you that one. Look, it's only about an ounce and a bit. I've had some nice ones today. I've had some lovely silver bream. Let's try that again. So I'm at 5 metres, flicking out, fishing very positive with that Olivet quite close to the hook. It's probably only just over 30 centimetres from the hook, and then I can ship on those sections. I'm loading my bread up, look there. I'll talk a little bit about what I'm doing in a minute. And where have the fish gone? Should I have fed again? Because I was talking for a fair while, wasn't I? But I'm putting a big ball in about probably every I had a bite and missed it. Probably every 30 minutes I'm putting a really big ball of crumb, sort of like that, real as hard as I can squeeze it, but that sort of shape, look, real big one. Bits will come off it, but it doesn't matter because that'll just draw fish in. I'm worried now whether I should feed and then go on it because I haven't had a bite now. And I was really bagging before I started talking. I'll soon tell whether I need to feed again because I'll catch, what happens is you catch small fish. But it does seem to, just the pace has picked up. I mean, it's still lovely. It's still lovely. It's running through a treat, really. Yeah, I'm not bagging like I was. What's happened? I bet you've scared them off, you lot, haven't you? Everybody watching, they've stopped feeding. No, I will catch in a sec. Probably might need to put another ball in a minute. Ah, yeah. He never lets you down, Bobby, does he? This is a nice one too. Quite a big fish. I've got to net this. Now, if I've got a small fish on, what I do is I unship at the 4 metre section. But because I've got a bigger fish, and because I've got to net it, then I'll unship at the 4 metre section. It's a little skimmer, this one. Show it to you in a minute. Probably a silver bream, I think. Oh, lovely, beautiful one. Yeah, that's a silver bream. So these only grow to just over a pound, but look at those big eyes that it's got. Look, if I can show you it. Look. And that big black eye, that's a silver bream. Gustas they call them on the Trent. They don't grow that large, but yeah, lovely, eh? For camera. Beautiful, beautiful. Lovely, perfect, gorgeous condition. Just drop it in the net. I've had a few decent fish like that, so let me show you this bread. So There's my punch. Can't get these punches anymore, which is a shame. And then I'm just putting the hook in the top of the punch there, just pulling it. That's all. Don't do anything else. So don't worry about it. It will just. I don't know if you can see it there. Don't worry about threading it around the hook or anything. Just put the hook in it. That swells up as it goes into the water. I've got to add that one because I unshipped it on another joint. I've got to actually ship out properly this time. Normally I just flick out. If I'm unshipping at that 5 metre, I can just flick it straight out. It was a nice fish, wasn't it? Nice skimmer. Just going over that, just trotting over right. I've put a big ball of ground bait in. It's lovely, just lovely to be out here today. He's in again. This is another netter. No, honestly, I haven't got anybody down there hooking them on. Be another net fish as well. Don't know what this one is. Just lovely to be out. Look at that, I've got loads of people watching now. Slipped the hook. I slipped the hook. I've lost two. I lost another big roach earlier because I've got a barbless hook on. I thought, how many fish am I going to lose? That was a nice one actually. And I lost a big roach earlier trying to swing it, but I haven't lost any more, and I've just lost that one then. But straight back out again. This pole is just so lovely. Look at that lovely lead in there. Those EVA nose cones, just make sure if you get them, they don't cost very much. Just measure up the size of your pole. You want a tight fit for those nose cones, just a tight fit, and then just smear a little bit of super glue around and push it in tight, and that should be perfect. They stay in all the time then, but you must super glue them, otherwise they will pull out as you're doing a lot of putting. I wonder if I'm going to get another big one now. I'm letting the float run just over there. That's lovely. That yellow bristles just, wish you could see it really, just almost level with the surface of the water, so that it's important that you can read the bite. You can read if a fish holds up that bait. You want to be able to see it. You must be able to read what's happening. Lovely, really good size silver bream. And that one that I lost. Perhaps there's just bigger fish down there now. Or shall I feed again? Shall I feed again and see what happens? See if they respond. But they should be there, really. Yeah. I won't let you down, will I? This is just a roach, I think, but a reasonable roach. Just swinging me. Yeah, we've still got lots of people still watching. I suppose some of you on your lunch hour, aren't you? Lovely, beautiful condition roach. Look at that. Gorgeous fish. oh dear. I've forgotten about the tree up there. I'm out. Forgotten about the tree, showing you everything, and I've forgotten about the tree. Look how that's hooked. See, in that, if you can hook them like that when you're on punch, that's perfect. Just the middle. I've got that barbless hook, so it unhooks easily. I love doing these live feeds, you know. I love just. Dave Turner's watching. Hi, Dave. Dave Turner's watching. Dave Turner's watching. Dave Turner's watching. Oh, it could be that Dave Turner's watching. Double punch that one. Yeah, I just love doing these live feeds. I love communicating with people. I just really enjoy it. Marco Smith, fill it in. Oh, Marco Smith wants me to fill it in. I might feed again and just show you how I'm feeding. I might do that. Let's just see if we can get another one of those big fish. I'd like another one of those better fish. Just a beautiful day to come out here. Something like, I reckon the temperature's 12, probably 14 degrees today. I've just got this top on, look. Top and my bib and brace. pair of, I don't use trainers, I've got a pair of garden shoes on, but they're waterproof, but they're lovely to fish in, lovely and comfortable. Just running down my peg, but I feel like I'm running too far down my peg. I think the fish should be, you know, I'm catching down there, I've got another one now, but the fish should, let's cup another ball in and see if they come over the top, shall we? Tell me if you're getting fed up, and then I'll stop. Hi Dave. Put a 7mm punch. No, I don't want to put a 7mm punch. I tried a 5mm punch and it wasn't as good. These are lovely. These are just nice roach. Lovely roach. Spinning round. These are just nice. 2 ounce. That's a 2 ouncer. Swing it out, catch it quick. Let's just put another. I'll show you what size ball I'm putting in. Bit awkward here in it because I've got trees above me. Just put that. Make sure I keep my rig safe. There are loads of trees above me and right, I'll show you what size I've put in. There's a few pinkies in there. I haven't put pinky on the hook yet because I've got a few pinkies in the ground, but just a few. And a bit of hemp, just to attract. I think that hemp attracts some big, helps attract the big roach. Never get fed up with these, mate, Steve Harvey's saying. Dave Turner's asked him what peg I'm on. I'm just inside the allotments, Dave. Right, so there's the ball I'm going to put in. Like a proper ball. Bobby doesn't muck about. Look, in that. That's a big cup too. So a proper ball of groundbait. That will go, I've put that gravel in there, that 3mm gravel. We must use that when you're using liquidised. The bread I use for liquidising is only, I get it from Lidl's. It's about 48p. You don't have to have expensive bread for liquidising, but you need good quality for your hook bait. You do need that Warburton's medium is the best. Sun's shining a bit, isn't it? If I move, it shines right on the camera. Look, glowing. You can hardly see me. I could move it round a bit so it's not. Let's have a look at that. Is that, no, it's still there, isn't it? Never mind. Never mind, you'll get by, won't you? Right, I'm going to cup in that ball. Big ball, cup in at 7 metres. I've got to stretch out a bit because it's boom. Straight down to the bottom. Lovely. But bits come off that, so don't worry about that. Bits come off to attract. You've always got to try and draw fish in, haven't you? So you try and draw fish in. Oh, just a pleasure to be out today. I bet there's a few of you jealous. Who else is watching? Richard. Inspirational to watch. Do you know what? I get so many great, lovely comments. You read about or you hear about all these trolls that say nasty things and that. I don't seem to get any. Well, they probably haven't heard of me anyway, have they? So I just get nice comments all the time. But I've cupped in, so I don't know what will happen now. I'll just put another big ball in. Have I overdone it? Probably knowing me. Let's see how long it takes. I've just cupped that big ball in. A few bits came off it. Trying to draw some bigger fish in. The water temperature's coming up all the time now, so my elastic went round then. Don't know what happened then. I think when I have a fish on, but bait's still on. When I was mucking about with it just now, I think the elastic just caught round the top. Right, back in again and over the feed. Always my hero. Oh, I'm getting some lovely comments. Right, so I've gone right over that, where I've cut that big ball in again. Let's see if we can get them buried in. Missed it. Absolutely buried. Sometimes it's small fish. And when you microwave your bread, it's a little bit more tacky and a little bit tougher than normal bread, so you can sometimes miss an odd bite, but I just prefer it if I'm catching a lot of fish. Odd times I'll bring a mixture. I'll bring some that I haven't put in the microwave, and I use that more if it's really difficult, because it swells up. It'll just swell up more easily. There's still a fish every run through. I mean, it's still nice fishing. I'm trying to keep the sun out of your eyes, because if I flick, it's another one of those. Look, it's a small one. It's smaller, but it's one of those little gusters, a smaller one. Never know what you're going to catch, and that's great as well, isn't it? You never know what sort of fish you're going to catch. Just hook that straight through. Don't even think about looking for a slot in the punch itself. But the good thing about these punches is that they don't compress the bread at the bottom. You know, the recess is deeper than what I'm pressing, so the punch, straight in again. Getting back into a nice rhythm again now. It's only a small one, this one. Probably because a lot of that little bit of bread's just left on there. I might be able to catch on that bit of bread again. No, I won't. Let's come on. Sarah's watching. I remember meeting Bob at Stapley Water Gardens. Hello, Sarah. Dave Turner, why do you keep putting up you're watching? I know you're watching. Oh, Stevens. I'm only just down from you, Stephen. I'm only just in the allotments. I'm not really concentrating though, am I? I'm chatting to you, looking at that, trying to catch some fish, trying to stop the sun from shining in everybody's eyes. Tony Watling said he's late on parade. Sorry, Tony. I'm just inside the allotments, Tony, fishing bread punch. And it's a lovely gentle flow, tinge of colour, perfect conditions. Burying every time I go in. This one is a sort of a reasonable size fish, but I'm going to swing it. Reasonable size. Lovely that elastic is just perfect for swinging fish. This is a slightly better roach. Sorry, I'm just playing. I'm not really mucking about, but it's a nice one. I should really be netting this fish because it's big. It's big. No, I've got to net it. I've got to net it. And now I've unshipped at the wrong section for netting. Can't swing these 4-ounce roach. I'm frightened that they'll come off in the... Look at that. Big, really big roach, look. Gorgeous fish. Look at the colours on them. And beautiful condition. Hooked dead in the middle of the lip again. Perhaps it's just that extra feed. Lovely. These cameras are brilliant, aren't they? Bonking in. These cameras are just great for it's just so good. So simple way of fishing. Maybe that extra large big ball of bread that I just put in. I sometimes feed by hand, but today I think feeding this way is okay today. I'm trying to catch a few bigger fish. Dead on my bait if I can. I'm not holding it though, just letting it run. Roach prefer it to run. Skimmers sometimes like it held, but they'll take it as well. Yeah, they did need the extra ball of bread because I'm going in right over that ball of bread now. It's going under straight away with nice quality fish. Another big roach. Shall I lift this one? Dare I lift it? God, I bet some of you'd love to be here, wouldn't you? Huh? But you'd love to be here catching here. I know I've got to net this one. I'm going to unship here. But you'd love to be. You know what? I think this might be a rudd. Just caught a glimpse of it. Might be a rudd. Yeah, it's a big rudd. You never know what you're going to catch. The Old Nene at March. Yeah, big rudd. Took that bread though. Look. I'll just show you the fish. Look. That's a rudd. See, the fins are much redder, and they've got that receding top lip. Where the top lip is receding. Big fish though. 4 or 5 ounces. Yes, 3 or 4 fish I've had to net for camera. Richard Watson is talking to somebody else, drawing. Yeah, my grandson's watching. Is it your lunch hour, Daniel? So back out again. Every section I have on my pole, I put those nose cones so that wherever I'm shipping on, I know it's going to be okay. But that last ball of bread that I cupped in, that big ball, it's obviously perhaps I had left it a bit too long before I went on it. So I've just loaded up that punch again, ready for next time. Back on where I'd put that big ball of bread in. Just lovely, because I know I'm going to get a bite. Somewhere along there, I know I'm going to get a bite. And I'm in again. Another big fish again as well. Another one I think I'll have to net. Sometimes you never know. Because of these trees here, I'm a bit worried about not so big. I could have swung this one really, but I won't. I'll just net him just in case. It's a 3 ounce roach. But because of these trees here, I'm just frightened of going up. But I'm on the same hook. Another one hooked perfectly. I'm on the same hook, same line, same everything as when I've started, and I've lost 2 fish today off this. With this, I nicked the barb off with these. I just use those long nosed pliers just to nick the barb off. Don't always need to do it, but and the hook is absolutely perfect. I'm not losing hardly any fish. I normally use an 18. Well, this is a 16, but it's like an 18. But I usually use the 18, which is more like a 20. But I'm on the 16 today, so. And talking to you rather than concentrating enough on my fishing. And then going, how many more? Shall I catch you one more? There's loads of people still watching, so I mean, if it was fading off and not so many people watching, I'd probably go, oh well, that's enough. But loads of you are still watching. So I'm running this bread through just over depth, letting it run. 1 gram float, 3 number 10 droppers, but everything pretty close to the hook, so I can see exactly what's happening. And when I get the bite, it just. And not a vicious strike. I'm at 7 meters out there, so just letting it run along. This boy is good, I tell you. I do pick nice pegs, don't I? I think I've got to net this one as well. No, I can just swing this. Still quite a big fish though. Should have left that other section on. I think if I leave that other section on, I can swing it. Just to compensate. So I've got 4 meters of line, just under 4 meters. But this is the 5 meter section, so that then the elastic stretches just compensates. Oh, I hope this one doesn't come off. I can just lift it. Oh. It's really too big. It's like nearly a 4 ounce fish, that. See the bread, look, where it's just, the bread is still there, look, just above it. If I unhook that carefully, I might be able to. Just the quality of the fish is exceptional. Without a doubt, it's really good. Look, I'm going to catch you one more. One more. Have you not had enough yet? You must have done. So I'm here on my local river, the old River Nene, just in the section that they call the allotment section. Lovely and quiet here today. I'm in between the trees, sun's behind me. The wind, because it's southerly, it's dead on your back on this river when you've got a southerly wind. It's really comfortable for fishing. I can just swing that out, add the 2 metres on, just swing it out, and I go straight to where I've cut that ball in. So immediately I'm fishing on my bait. The speed of catching fish is always about the speed of the bite. So if you can get the bite quick, then you catch quicker. And bread is just a lovely clean bait to fish with. Well, I'm looking at my float then, I'm just run down. It's well past my feed now, but it doesn't matter, I'm just letting it run down with the flow, because I know there'll be fish down there as well. They'll be in a line, where I cut that ball in, the fish will be in a line from where you cut the ball in down the peg. If you can keep your float going through straight and it doesn't pull round, just come up and you always get a bite quicker if you don't catch a fish. If you don't get a fish and your bait's still on, you always get a bite much quicker with that second bit of bait, which has been in the water a little bit longer and a little bit softer. Just about left this one. This is not too bad. This is only a 2 Auser. All hooked perfectly. Lovely hooks just in that top lip. There, beautiful roach, lovely fish. Okay, look, you've had enough, haven't you? Simon Pierce is watching now, watching 100 times. Lovely. Right, thank you everybody for watching my live feed. I really appreciate it. I mean, without you, I would be nothing, would I? If you weren't watching, if you weren't switching on, watching me when I'm chatting, I'd be nothing. So, you know, I do appreciate the fact that you do watch. I do appreciate your comments. If you've got any questions, then if you put them on, and then I'll answer them. I'll answer them later tonight. If I can't answer them now, but shall I catch you one more? Do you want one more? Let me just. I'll catch you one more. Let's just catch you one, because I'm enjoying it. As I say, I do appreciate the fact that you're all watching. One more fish. This is going to be the last one. Is it going to be a big one? Is it going to be a netter? You know, I've had the biggest fish I've had is a skimmer, about 10 ounce, I suppose. But I've had some lovely roach. 1 or 2 nice silver bream. Just perfect conditions, because I think because it's so warm. I've got to try and watch a float, chat to you. I don't believe it wants feeding again, but I can't believe how quick those fish came after I fed it last time. I had one on then, but it's only a small one. One more run through for you. Now don't forget, I'm on this Friday. My Golden Memories, the 4th in the series, will be this Friday. It went then. I was chatting to you and the float came back up. Still got my bait on though. That bait stays on there. If you put your bread in the microwave, the bait stays on. So let's try and catch one more. See if it's going to go. It's only a small one though. I say small one, they're not bad fish. The smallest I've had today is about 1 ounce. Probably similar size, this is about 1.5 ounces, this one. But loads of them, tons of fish. Lovely, there you are, last fish. Lovely, you've seen some good net fish today though, so thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my live feed, and don't forget this Friday, Bob's Golden Memories, 1985 in Florence, Italy. First time ever that England won a world championship. Lovely. Bye for now. Bye everybody. Bye.